The river that returned the dead. On Easter night, the river beside the village began glowing blue. An old fisherman saw something impossible, shadows rising from the water. They were spirits of villagers who had died long ago. One spirit said, "Do not waste the life you have been given." By sunrise, the river turned to normal. The fisherman spent the rest of his life helping others. The village of Umukwa had one rule everyone respected. When the sun goes down, you mind your business. Not because the villagers were lazy, no, because strange things like to wake up at night. And at the center of all those strange things was the river. They call it Inye Ndu, the river of life. But behind closed door, old women whispered another name, the river that remembers everything. Now in that village lived an old fisherman named Papa Eze. Papa Eze was known for three things: his crook walking stick, his loud cough that sounded like a broken motorcycle, and his stubbornness. If you tell Papa Eze, don't go there, he will go there and even greet whatever is there. So when the elders warned nobody should go near the river on Easter night, Papa Eze adjusted his cap and said, "River way I don't fish inside since before your father born. Abeg shift." That night, the village was quiet, too quiet. Even the cricket seems to say, today is not our business. The moon hung low like it was watching something. Papa Eze carried his nets, grumbling as he walked. These people and their fear. If fish here say na Easter, they could stop swimming. He reached the river bank, then he stopped. The water was glowing. Not normal moonlight reflection, no. This one was deep blue, like fire inside water. Papa Eze blinked. Which kind Nepal light be this inside river? He bent closer. The river moved slowly, almost breathing. Then, plop. Something rose from the water. Papa Eze straightened up. "Fish," he whispered. "Big fish. Tonight na jackpot." Another shape rose, then another. But these were not fish. They were shadows, human shape, dripping with glowing water. Papa Eze's hands began to shake. For the first time in his life, his stubbornness took some break. "Okay, Papa Eze, maybe today we go home small." He turned, then a voice called. "Eze," he froze. That voice, he knew it. Slowly, like someone whose body had forgotten how to obey, he turned back. The shadows were clearer now. Faces forming, eyes glowing faintly. And then he saw her. "Ngozi," he whispered, his wife, dead for 10 years, standing inside the river like she never left. Papa Eze's legs gave way. He sat down hard. This one don't pass fish. More figures stepped forward. Old villagers, people buried long ago, even Okeke the thief, who everyone was sure will not be allowed near heaven or river. Okeke waved. "Papa Eze, you still dey owe me 2 fish." Papa Eze shouted, "Even for death you know they change." For a brief moment, fear and laughter mixed together. Then the river grew quiet again. The spirit stood still and one step forward. An old man, older than memory itself. His voice was calm but heavy. "Eze," Papa Eze swallowed. "Yes, sir." "You have lived long," Papa Eze nodded quickly. "Very long. I even tire. But what have you done with your life?" Papa Eze opened his mouth. "Close it. Open it again." I fish." The spirit did not smile. The old man stepped closer. "Life is not given to be counted in years, but in impact." The river pulsed, blue light flickering like heartbeat. Papa Eze looked around. He saw faces of people he ignored, people he refused to help, neighbors he mocked. Even his own wife looked at him, not with anger but disappointment. The old man spoke again. "Do not waste the life you have been given." The words entered Papa Eze like cold water, deep, sharp. unforgettable. Suddenly, a rooster crowed in the distance. The sky began to lighten. The spirit started fading, one by one, like smoke carried by wind. Ngozi looked at him one last time, then she was gone. The river returned to silence, normal, like nothing had happened. Papa Eze sat there, wet, shaking, confused. Then he stood up slowly, looked at his fishing net, then threw it away. Fish can wait, he said quietly. From that day, the villagers saw a different Papa Eze. The same man who once argued with everybody now greeted every goat. Good morning, Madam Good. The same man who refused to help now carried loads for widows. Even Okeke's children were confused. Is this our father's creditor or pastor? Papa Eze would just laugh. If I no change now, next time I see river, na inside I go enter permanently. He repaired houses, he fed the hungry, he told stories of children. He told stories to children, sometimes funny, sometimes deep, but always ending with one line. Use your life well, because time no dey shout before he pass. Years later, when Papa Eze finally died, the villagers buried him beside the river, the same river, and on some quiet night, when the moon is low and the water is still, people say the river glows again, soft, blue, gentle, and if you listen closely, you might hear a familiar voice saying, Abeg, no waste your life. Fish no go finish, but your time fit finish. Life is a gift that should never be wasted.